Hello everyone, welcome back to what is Season 3, Episode 3 of Zero to Hero on our Demonology Warlock. So let's get going. So again, this is the talent build we're running. Feel free to pause and take a look at it. It's on Wowhead. Now starting off today, we are on Operation Floodgate on a 7. I forgot to hit record at the start of this fight, but here's the point where I remembered to hit record. Now the key thing with this fight is to, from the start of the fight, to focus down the Mecha Drones and make sure to interrupt them on their spell casts, which is maximum distortion, as you can see now. Once the Mecha Drones are all down, you will then have a DPS increase on Mama herself, which is the great time to pop Heroism, Time Warp, Bloodlust, Bestial Wrath, or whatever cooldowns you've got. Just hit them all. Dodge out for the Sonic Booms. Once the boss comes out of the damage phase, the Adds do come back in, and it leaves a big puddle on the floor as well, so you have to move the boss between each phase. Now up to Quick Fuse and Brunt. A couple of little mechanics to worry about on here. Start off just by getting them down, and then there's going to be this frontal that comes in, and it's just a case of don't be in the lines. Next up, there are going to be some swirlies on the floor, which are going to drop bombs as they are coming in now, and a player will get this ring around them where, when dispelled, they can drop the bombs. Brunt will then charge, and if you drag him through the bombs, it will also get rid of them, as you can see there. There's no limit to how many bombs you can hit. If you can hit 2, hit 2. If you can hit 5, hit 5. Whether that be with the soak there or the charge that Brunt does. If any bombs are going to go off, make sure you hit a cooldown. Give the healer a hand. And that's the fight. It's just rinse and repeat after that. They've got to die at pretty close to the same time, because otherwise they get some big damage amps and it becomes a bit of a problem then. But there we go, there they are down. Look at that. It is the most terrible thing Blizzard have ever done. Poor Bubbles. What? Why? Why would they do this to him? Just going to get smashed up, left for dead. There he goes. Poor Bubbles. So on to Swamp Face now. Few mechanics to worry about here. You've got to have a good bit of teamwork here. First thing that's going to happen is everyone's going to get linked together. If you're too far away from each other, like this, you're going to get pulled towards each other. You get hit by that beam, you're getting one shot. So the Paladin went to the right. The general rule of thumb is to move to the left, to move clockwise around the boss. Next up, you get those puddles come in, which then let the little waves go. They really hurt if they hit you. So it's important. Once those mechanics are all dealt with, it is just a case of rinse and repeat. Now everyone moves left. No one gets caught by the frontal. No one gets pulled back into it, as I was unlucky to have. Here come the puddles again. They're going to let the waves out. It's just a case of dodging them, but also trying to remember not to run away too far from the person that you're linked to. Giga Zap. First mechanic we're going to worry about is these lasers that he puts out. They do keep pulsing out for a little while, so just sidestep out of them. Once Turbo Charge has finished, that'll be the end of that mechanic. Make sure we don't stand in these swirlies, and these blue ones that are coming in now are going to drop these puddles on the floor. And in a moment, everyone will have a spark chase them. What you need to do is kite the spark through the water. These other blue lines that have come in, you need to make sure you do not hit the puddles with them. Otherwise it electrifies the puddles and they can no longer be used for the sparks. In come the sparks now. You can see I've got one right on me there. Important not to run through the puddle, but run around it so the spark jumps towards you and through it. Just finishing off now. There are all the mechanics. Once you've covered all those, it is just rinse and repeat from there. Dealing with the affixes, dodging the lines, and get that boss down. There we go. Next up, we are moving on to Arakara. So here we go. First boss coming in. Start with pump out as much damage as you possibly can. It's the one bit of the fight where you're not going to be doing too much moving. Once this shrill comes in, some adds spawn from an egg, which at this point is behind us. If those adds get to the boss, it's going to cause big problems. So we need to kill those adds, CC them, stun them, knock them back, whatever you can do, and get them down. The next mechanic to worry about is the web circle. Each player gets a arrow on them, and they're going to be dropping puddles like this. It's important not to get hit by them because it really hurts like that, but at the same time, don't spread them out too far. Don't run around like an absolute crazy person. Try and keep them stacked as close together as possible with the rest of the group. Otherwise, you are really going to run out of space very quickly. And that's rinse and repeat there. Once we've dealt with those mechanics, that's everything you need to worry about. So a couple of things to worry about in this boss. First thing we're going to see is Impale, which is the frontal. It goes out in a wave like that. And you see that swirly that's coming, it's going to move around the room. If you get caught in it, it's going to do some damage. If you get a red arrow on your head, move out with it because it's going to charge you like that. And it'll charge through any of the group, and it will also then do the frontal again. Interrupt the adds. Pull them in the green circle. Get them down as quick as you can. Now here what will happen is the tank will tank the boss facing to the right side, and the DPS will move in central left. The reason for that being, you can see the frontals coming in there again, and we all need to rotate around in a circle, which is always clockwise. We also need to be dodging these swirlies on the floor, and people will get marked, like so, with a green arrow to drop them down. So just take them out to the edge so they're not going to cause a problem for the group. And carry on your DPS from there. Here we go, onto the Harvester now. Again, this is a boss where you want to pump out as much damage as you possibly can in the beginning. Dodging out for these swirlies. And you see this black puddle that come in. In the bottom there, we've got this Bloodworker coming in. They have very, very little health, and you can just cleave them down. And they drop these purple puddles on the floor. They are extremely important. Be sure to dodge out for those webs. Singularity, you need to stand in a puddle. Because if you get really unlucky like that, you're going to get pulled into the boss in one shot. I was very lucky at that point because there was a puddle just on the outside of that. The blood is then going to keep you in place, which you can either kill it, stun it, interrupt it. I was unlucky at that point because I didn't have an interrupt, didn't have my stun up. Now these purple lines, they're going to shoot out two wave blobs to the side of, to whichever direction they're pointing from you. So just be wary of everyone else's placement, your placement as to where other lines are going. Dealing with the singularities, and it's just rinse and repeat from there. Interrupt your bloods. You can use interrupt stuns, you can use freedom, anything that's going to get you out of CC. The bloods are then going to head towards the tank, and you can just cleave them down. There's no big panic about them. And there we go, guys. That's Arakara. We have a little bit of percentage left to go, but that's all good. Big shout out to our man Steve Forward again. Thank you ever so much for the music. Be sure to check out Steve Forward on all of his socials. And guys, if you want to find me anywhere, we're over on Kick, we're here on YouTube, and over on Twitch as well. Thank you very much.